In part 3 of this video, we will be discussing occupying the base camp area as a motorized or mechanized element, or a mixed light infantry and motorized element. The last category is the one that I'd see is the most common for militia units that do have vehicles. Now, we still send out our quartering party, but they will move forward on light vehicles like a couple Jeeps or a couple light trucks. They will look for some place that can be a turnoff. They'll look for obvious trails or entrances, gated entrances into the area. The main body will be farther back, say a kilometer or 2 kilometers back from the anticipated assembly area. They will be setting up their own hasty defense position on their vehicles at that time. Quartering party goes in, does their quartering party procedures. They leave one vehicle back. The bulk of the quartering party personnel set up their perimeter. They have a security team that is down here at the driveway or trail entrance moving up into the area. The NCOIC goes back with a small security element of at least 2 personnel, again links up with the main body, fills it, gives the commander the information, and then they move forward. When the main body moves in, vehicles will go on the inside of the perimeter. The troops dismount, they move out, say maybe 50 to 100 meters, it'll depend on the size of your element, and they will set up their perimeter just like with the light fighter base camp. Vehicles will be located in a ring in this area, or say right off of the trail that brought them in. If the vehicles are armored and they have weapon systems on them, they should be facing out, with the weapon system facing the outside of the perimeter to provide support to the positions. If they are light-skinned vehicles, wheeled vehicles, they will be facing in to the roadway or the trail so that they can quickly get back on the trail and out of the area. Now down here at the entrance, you will have left off your ambush team like before. They will be dismounted. They will have anti-armor weapons with them if you have them, watching for any enemy personnel moving on the roadway. Here at the entrance, you will camouflage your activity, your tracks, as much as possible. You know, if you got to dismount and use leaf rakes or something to rake mud across to fill in tank treads, well, that's what you got to do. If you have a light tank or infantry fighting vehicle or something, you will position one down here covering the entrance and the roadway. Now, he will be your security position here. You'll still have your LPOP out here monitoring the river. You will also locate one over here watching the bridge across the river and the road. And you'll still have your dismounted one out there monitoring other avenues of approach. Now, when occupying the base camp, the vehicle crews, the driver and the TC and gunner if you have it, they will stay with the vehicle and prepare them for occupation of the base camp. First thing they will do is camouflage the vehicle if they have camouflage netting. If they don't, they will cut limbs from trees and use those to camouflage the vehicles. They'll camouflage the sides and the tops. If you have light-skinned vehicles that have, you know, windshields and so forth, you need to cover those windshields with tarps. You also need to cover your headlights also so that they do not reflect light, also possibly giving away your position. Then you continue with your other priorities of work like you would normally. The vehicle crew, their fighting position is the vehicle. If it's a light-skinned vehicle, they should locate a position nearby and dig in their own fighting position, and that'll probably be a two-man foxhole. While that's going on, the driver of the vehicle will be conducting vehicle maintenance, going through, making sure it's ready to go at a moment's notice. He will also be refueling the vehicle, topping off the fuel, so that you can get out of there and move on at a high rate of speed if it's required. And that basically covers the differences for motorized and mechanized elements. It's all fairly straightforward. You just make changes on locating where you're going to put the vehicles, and the vehicle crew does not go out on the perimeter. They stay with the vehicle and you get the vehicle ready to move out quickly. Now, for all my engineer brothers in the Patriot and militia movement, always remember, essayons.